Set in southern Italy in 1961. Fosco, an old widower living alone, finally got married again to a young and beautiful widow named Anna. Fosco's extended family immediately got suspicious. They were sure Anna only wanted Fosco's money, especially since Anna had a little daughter, Santina, who also needed to be taken care of. Fosco's sister, Fernanda, who also once married an old man for his wealth, actually welcomed Anna warmly. Fernanda even offered to take care of Santina for a few days so Fosco and Anna could go on their honeymoon. During the family photo session, the atmosphere was a bit stiff. Livio, Fosco's son, looked uncomfortable. For Livio, Anna felt like she was taking his late mother's place, and that made him uneasy. After the wedding party ended, Fosco and Anna were supposed to enjoy their first night, but suddenly, some of Fosco's old friends showed up. Fosco rushed off with them, saying it'd only be for a bit. Meanwhile, Livio went into the house to change clothes. Anna greeted him and asked what kind of gift he wanted. Livio replied casually with a smile. He wanted their relationship to feel closer, not awkward like it was now. On the other side, Fosco and his gang were opening an old grave looking for antiques. They got chased by the police for a while, but managed to escape. That night, when Fosco got home, he was exhausted because he had to leave for Paris the next day. The next day, Livio was hanging out with his friends at the beach. Antonella, a girl who had secretly liked Livio for a while, slipped a love letter into his scooter. Livio's friends teased him a bit, since they all thought Antonella was kind of crazy compared to the other girls. A few days later, Fosco and Anna returned home. Santina immediately ran to hug her mum with joy. Anna gave Fernanda a small gift, and Fernanda was really happy to receive it. Fosco also brought a souvenir for Livio, but Livio just sat quietly, deep in thought. He realized that his relationship with his father had never really clicked. When Fosco asked Livio to help unload the car, he ended up making a sharp comment about Livio's late mother. Livio got upset right away. Seeing the tension, Anna told Fosco he was being too harsh on Livio. Fosco just laughed and said he wouldn't do it again. Anna's cheerful and caring personality made a lot of people around them start to like her, but Antonella was the exception. She watched Anna with a suspicious and jealous look. Zio, Livio's quirky uncle, also still believed Anna married Fosco just for the money. He even told that straight to Livio. One day, Anna made lunch and invited Livio to eat with her, but Livio instantly turned her down without saying much. On another day, Fosco came home from work early, wanting some quality time with his family. The three of them, Anna, Santina, and him, had dinner at a restaurant. There, Fosco talked about the father of a pretty girl who wanted to arrange a marriage between his daughter and Livio. But Fosco turned it down because that guy was supposedly involved in shady business. As time went by, Santina got more comfortable with Fosco and Livio. She started to enjoy spending time and playing with them. One afternoon, Livio randomly asked Anna about love. Anna said love is something romantic. Livio just gave a cynical grin. For him, love only brings heartbreak. Fosco came over and invited Livio to watch a cycling race together, but Livio turned him down again. Zio, who was watching them from a distance, went up to Livio and said his brother just liked showing off his young wife to look cool. After the event ended, Fosco took Anna home, but instead of resting, he went back out to meet up with his gang to dig up another grave. This time, they found a real artifact that was worth a lot. Fosco quickly made a plan to sell the item to a secret collector, but he warned everyone in the group to keep their mouths shut about it. The next morning, Santina suddenly brought her friends over to see the treasure she said Fosco had hidden. Fosco immediately blew up. He asked Anna how the little girl could know about their discovery. Anna just shrugged it off, calm, saying Santina probably overheard the adults talking by accident. But things got even more heated when Livio jumped in and confronted his father. Livio called him a hypocrite, talking about loving his country, but actually stealing national treasures and planning to sell them to outsiders. Their fight exploded right at the dining table. Livio got up and stormed out of the house, his face full of anger. Anna tried to follow him and brought some food, but Livio refused to accept anything that had to do with his father. He was still too upset. That night, Anna tried talking to Fosco gently, telling him to make peace with his son. But Fosco just replied flatly, maybe later, said he wasn't ready yet. The next day at the beach, Livio once again became the target of his friends' teasing because of Antonella. The girl kept watching Livio from afar. His friends joked around since Antonella was clearly different from the other girls. But Livio stayed quiet. That night, Livio randomly asked Anna about her first love. Anna casually said she used to have a crush on her own cousin, but the guy moved abroad and never came back. The next morning, the mood at home was more relaxed. Anna and some of the neighborhood ladies were playing with water in the yard. By accident, Anna splashed some water on Livio too. At first, he looked annoyed, but in the end, he joined in, chasing Anna around until he hugged her tightly. The moment turned really warm. The women nearby just giggled, teasing them while pretending to start taking their clothes off. But the fun didn't last long. While Anna was playing with Santina, one of the neighbors came over looking panicked. She brought news that the police had just arrested Fosco. Anna and Livio rushed straight to the police station. At the station, Fosco tried to calm them down. He said it was just temporary and that he'd be out in a few days. But it wasn't that simple. His friends backed off. None of them dared to help, afraid they'd get dragged in by the cops too. Days passed. Fosco was still locked up. Anna came to visit again. And there, Fosco finally admitted he had hit a cop during the arrest. He asked Anna not to give up and promised he'd fix everything. But when Anna got home, she was shocked to see Fosco's family busy celebrating Livio's birthday, even though her husband was in jail. Anna felt it was inappropriate, and she went straight to Fernanda to vent. But Fernanda just shrugged and said it was meant to cheer Livio up, just like Fosco used to do. Livio himself started to show more concern. That night, he helped Anna hang the laundry. They chatted casually, and the mood felt calm. But suddenly, Zio showed up and pulled Livio aside. He told Livio everything. The next day, Livio found out that the real reason Fosco ended up in jail was because of his own uncle, Zio. Zio had unknowingly spilled details about Fosco's illegal dealings to someone who wasn't supposed to know. On the way home, Livio saw Anna talking to a strange man. Her face looked serious. When the guy left, Anna immediately told Livio that the man was going to help get Fosco out of jail. Strangely, Livio didn't look happy about it. He didn't seem relieved. He felt like his father actually deserved the punishment. That night, Livio sat alone on a bench, his face tense and filled with suppressed anger. Anna saw him and came closer. Without saying much, Livio suddenly hugged Anna tightly, like he was looking for something to lean on. He said he needed support. Anna didn't say anything, but her hug brought a bit of warmth. The next morning, Fernanda asked Anna to grab a bottle of liquor from inside the house. When she went in, Anna didn't expect to find Livio struggling because something got in his eye. She helped him, really gently, even brushing his face softly. But right at that moment, Livio suddenly hugged Anna. It was spontaneous, full of emotion, and it caught Anna completely off guard. She pulled away and rushed out of the room quickly, so fast she even forgot the bottle she was supposed to get. Not long after, Livio tried to talk calmly. He wanted to explain how he felt, but Anna shut it down immediately. She said what happened earlier needed to be forgotten, but for Livio, that moment kept playing over and over in his head. That night, Livio stood in front of Anna's room and knocked softly, but the door never opened. The next morning, Anna finally spoke firmly. She said if Livio still wanted to stay in this house, he had to control himself and keep his feelings in check. If not, he should just leave. But Livio didn't back down. He got even bolder. He wrote a little note and gave it to Santina to pass to Anna, asking her to go see a movie with him. But instead of softening, Anna got even more upset. That night, Anna found Livio in the garage. Without any small talk, she told him to just stay with his uncle until Fosco got home. But Livio confidently replied. He said Anna felt the same way. That comment made Anna furious. She slapped Livio hard across the face. Feeling more lost than ever, Livio went out that night and stole a foosball table from a bar with his friends. They brought it to the beach, blasted music, and started a little party. Antonella heard Livio was there and showed up, trying to get his attention. But Livio didn't care. His eyes were empty. Deep down, all he wanted was to see Anna again. Still drunk, Livio went home. But the door was locked. He broke a window to get in. Inside, Anna was alone. Livio started yelling, crying, saying he was in love. Not a childish kind of love, real love. Anna panicked at first, but then she calmed Livio down and said she had feelings too. In that moment, all their emotions exploded. They melted into each other's arms, and that night, everything changed. The next day, Anna went to the prison. She met Fosco, who looked calmer than usual. Fosco said that behind bars, he'd been thinking a lot. About life, about his mistakes as a father. He regretted being so distant from Livio all this time. Anna listened, but her face looked uneasy. She said the weather was too hot, just to cover it up. But Fosco could tell. He told Anna it was okay if she wanted to cry. He said now he finally understood what fear and worry really felt like. When Anna got home, Livio immediately greeted her and pulled her into a hug. They were together again, but this time, it felt different. They didn't notice the eyes watching them from inside the closet. Antonella! Anna was shocked, but Livio quickly tried to calm her down. He said Antonella had psychological issues, and even if she told anyone, no one would believe her. Anna believed him. She gave a faint smile, then sank back into Livio's arms. On that big bed, everything felt so warm and so wrong all at once. The next day, Fernanda came over with news that sounded like a relief. She said Fosco would be released from prison tomorrow. But for Anna, that news didn't bring any peace at all. She already felt like the weight of the secret was too much to carry. In the end, Anna came clean. She confessed to Fernanda that all this time she had betrayed Fosco, not with someone else, but with Livio, his own son. Fernanda was shocked. Her face instantly turned tense, but she quickly told Anna to shut up and not say another word. Fernanda said sometimes the truth hurts more than lies, and if everything came out, it could end in tragedy. The next day, the whole extended family gathered at the house. Everyone was celebrating Fosco's return. There was dancing, laughter, and food everywhere. But Fosco, fresh out of his cell, just gave a faint smile and said he needed time alone. That night, he went to the beach to unwind and enjoy the air of freedom. Suddenly, Antonella showed up. She asked for a moment to talk about something important. Nobody knew what they discussed, but Antonella's face looked serious. Back at the house, the party was still going, but Fosco started feeling suspicious. Fernanda looked uneasy, and so did Anna. Still, Fosco pretended not to notice, laughing and raising his glass with his friends. A few hours later, Livio and Anna helped Fosco back home. He was completely drunk, stumbling as he walked. In the bedroom, as they helped him lie down, Fosco suddenly spoke. With heavy eyes, he told Livio he actually loved his son deeply. He apologized for being cold and distant all this time. Then he offered Livio a spot in the family business. He'd even prepared a new truck for him. Livio stayed quiet for a while, but for the first time, he felt truly close to his father. There was a feeling he couldn't explain, like old wounds were finally healing. In a soft voice, he told Anna to take care of his dad. Then he shared that he was leaving for military duty. After Livio left, Anna finally confessed everything to Fosco. She told him about her relationship with Livio. Strangely, Fosco didn't explode. He was calm. His gaze was blank, and then he asked Anna to sleep with him. Time went on. Livio came back from military service, and he brought big news. He was engaged to a new girl. The family gathered again at the dinner table, celebrating the moment together. Laughter, food, wine, everything felt just like the old days. But in the middle of it all, Livio and Anna's eyes met for a brief moment. There was longing that sank too fast, something still unresolved. Fosco saw it. His eyes turned dark, like a storm cloud gathering at the edge of the sky. When they were taking a family photo, everyone stood with strange expressions. No smiles, no jokes, just empty stares and minds drifting somewhere else. The camera clicked, and their story ended there.